I'm just going to share my screen for a second. Okay, yes, great. Okay, so I'm just showing you this picture just to give you a visual for the protocol we'll be practicing today. Just a reminder that everything that we observe in our physical experience through our physical body is an effect. It's an effect of how energy is moving. And so if we are bearing witness, experiencing something that is symptomatic, something that is showing, it's revealing an imbalance, or it's revealing a congestion. And so the flow that we're going to do today is going to be helping eliminate or clear the congestion that runs through what in Jinshinjutsu is called the second depth. You can see that in the title. And the way that we're going to do it, you can also see in the image, which is why I wanted to show it to you. I don't often show the graphics, but just so you can get a visual. I'm a visual learner, and so I feel like this helps me. And so you can see also that there are solid lines and dotted lines running through the picture of the body. And you can also see that there are arrows. Some of the arrows are pointing down, and then some of the arrows are pointing up. And this is because the energetics that runs through our bodies is both descending and ascending. And so with this particular Jinshinjutsu protocol, we're going to be reversing and increasing the energy pathways that run through or are a part of what they call second depth. And so the depths are just simply how the energy from all that is denses down, and moves deeper and deeper into the body. And so that's just what the depths are. It's just part of the jargon of Jinshinjutsu. The other thing I wanted to show you in the picture before we get started with our meditation, and again, thank you again for joining this morning and this evening. So I want you to take note of the dots that are here in the illustration. Can you see my cursor? So we're looking at the dot here at the foot. So I want you to think about how this dot corresponds with your own foot. So think about where that would be on your own foot. So the image that we're looking at, it's his right foot. It's the lateral aspect of the right foot. And the point is actually between the base of your little toe and your heel. It looks a little bit more further on the front than it is, but essentially that's where it is. So we're going to be touching that point. So this means that we're going to be arranging our body in a certain kind of way. And so it's going to depend on whether you're seated in a chair or whether you are seated like me on the floor, how you're going to hold that part. But I'm just taking you through it so you can get a visual and start to consider, okay, how am I going to place my hands in the best way, in the most comfortable way, really, in order to get these positions. Okay, so the other spot we want to look at is here, just at the top of the sacrum. That's at the back. And so consider where that is in your body. And if you wanted to, you could even kind of feel the back and get a sense of where that bone ends. And so where your hands are going to land. Also notice that this is the opposite side of the body. So this point is on the left-hand side of the sacrum. We're going to jump over to the front-facing part of the body, and you'll see this spot here, which is right at the base of the rib cage. And so think about where that is in relation to your body here. And in the diagram, it's the left-hand side, and so corresponding with our own bodies, that's where we'll be holding. And the next spot, it's a bit hidden because it's right in the area of congestion. When these pathways get out of balance or when they get burdened, then there's this congestion that builds up. And then the congestion that builds up energetically in our bodies manifests as actual physical congestion, congestion in the sinuses, congestion in the chest, congestion in the digestive tract as digestive mucus. And ultimately, that's inflammation. And when that really takes hold in the body, things can get really out of balance. So the reason why you're showing up today is as non-invasive preventative care, to show up and be your own medicine. And so I'm grateful for that. So thank you for that. So this little spot is right in the middle of the congestion point. But let's think about where that corresponds with the body. So we can see that that is on the right-hand side. It's right here. You can find the sternum, and it's to the right of the sternum, more or less in the middle of the chest. And so that's the point right there. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing for now. And what I'll do is I'll take you through the protocol after our little meditation, and then we'll practice it together. All right. Anything that's coming that you really want to express before I ask you all to mute?
Can you just repeat where the spot is on the foot?
Yeah, so I'm just going to flash my foot. So it is here.
Okay,
So
perfect.
you could, depending on how you're seated, you can come around and hold it this way, or you can come around and hold it this way. But it's essentially this point here.
Okay, thank you.
So you start to think about that, how you want to place your hands and feel how it's comfortable. You can't really do it wrong. There's no right or wrong in this.